So Jason, if a guy goes and buys the Kawasaki ZX6R off the showroom floor, and he goes out in the parking lot and he says, I just can't, I can't do what Jason does with it. What would you tell that guy to start with in terms of modifying his motorcycle?
First, I would tell him to get plenty of protective gear to make sure that he's safe and he can get back up and do it again if it doesn't work out the first time. And then I would tell him to start with the basics. So I wouldn't go to a full modded bike in the very beginning. Starting with the front of the bike, it's the 2019 Kawasaki ZX6, the brand new ZX6R, all redesigned and new bike. Cut down windscreen so that the converter bars, when you have them adjusted at different angles, will clear without smacking the windscreen. It's a must-have. And then converter bars for full and complete adjustability. I run the PMC top triple because I do an ignition delete. I don't want to kick the key when I'm doing a wheelie sitting on the tank. So this is a reservoir now versus having an ignition up here. And I use that because I do ignition delete, making the bike push to start. Way better. NDC block-off plates versus having mirrors on the bike, which I don't utilize. Got some HT Moto grip up front so I can steer wheelies when I'm got my feet over the front of the bike. Impact Tech Easy Pull clutch lever and a Brembo RCS 16x18 clutch master for a handbrake. Impact Tech crash cages. It's a must-have if you're going to stunt these bikes because you drop it, the cage protects all this nice bodywork here. Impact Tech sub cage, same thing, protects the tail section of the bike in the event that you do drop the bike. Vortex rear sets on this one, but I've since recent switched to Graves. 60 tooth rear sprocket and a 520 chain. Marchesini wheels, GPR GPR 300 rear tire. It's a Dunlop. Q4 Dunlop up front. Factory Nissan calipers for the handbrake. A Brembo foot brake caliper with an NDC handbrake bracket. Graves carbon tie exhaust. And Graveyard cut down tank with some HT Moto grip. Core Moto brake lines.
Got that sweet custom pop-up.
Yeah, the hideaway gas cap. Makes it a little inconspicuous, keeps it out of your way. And yeah.
What you got back here?
HT Moto seats. Cut out for your foothole or for your sack lunch, whichever one you choose at that time.
Your monsters.
And front seat padding's a little bit harder there, so when you're standing on the seat, it doesn't tear away the foam padding. Yeah, that's about it. That's my 2019 Kawasaki ZX6, ready to stunt.
All right, you're going to be back here at next year's open house?
I'm looking forward to it, yep.
All right, Jason, cool. Be safe. Oh, one more question. You talk about dropping the motorcycle. When was the last time Jason Britton dropped his motorcycle?
Probably last event, not this event.
Yeah. Oh, really?
A couple weeks ago.
Really?
Not terrible, not a bad drop.
Yeah.
But I fall over every now and then. Got to show people that the bike's crash cage works and that I'm human.
Very good.
It happens.
Very cool, man. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yep.